welcome you to the Southwood County Rec Center for Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings playoff hockey. Along with Art Napgezek, this is Milt Van Adel set to call the play for you. The Riverkings are 2 games away from the national tournament in Boston. If they get 2 wins in the next 3 here at home against the Minnesota Blue Ox, they will have qualified for the national tournament for a 2nd consecutive year. We're underway, quarters centering Peterson and Mavrogiannis, Delot and Gatos on defense, and Eric Schutte in goal. And we have an early penalty here. It's against the Riverkings, and it will go against Captain Austin Quarters. I think this will be a slash. We'll get the call momentarily, but it's an early power play for this Minnesota Blue Ox team. These 2 teams nip and tuck throughout the season for the 2nd and 3rd place in the Western Division of the Midwest Division of the United States Premier Hockey League. It is indeed a slash. Ryan Mance and Mattiash Kachirik are the forwards on the penalty kill. Fleming and McManus are the defensemen. They dig in the corner. McManus is able to free it up to Fleming, but possession taken back by the Blue Ox. But now it's pulled in by Fleming and shot all the way down. Under a minute and a half to go on this early power play. We're just a minute into the hockey game. Flying down left wing, it's Kraus, Christian Kraus. Goes down, and Gatos gets the puck, and here comes Peterson, 2-on-2 with Cole Krieger. They switch at the blue line. Krieger snaps one off, rebound, score! I'm not sure if Krieger gets the goal or Peterson put in the rebound, but Gatos got the puck free, and out went Peterson and Krieger, and the Riverkings get an early short-handed goal. It comes on their first shot of the night against Josh Gruen, the Blue Ox goaltender. We'll get the call.
Short-handed goal scored by number 28, Adam Peterson.
Peterson gets the goal.
He was assisted by number 12, Cole
Krieger, and I believe Gatos will get the other assist. No, just Krieger. So Peterson from Krieger to make it 1-0 Riverkings very early on. Still 40 seconds of power play left for the Blue Ox, and they ice it here with 38 seconds left on the power play. What? Well, I think it's fair to say that was an eventful start to the hockey game, wasn't it? 1-0 Riverkings on the short-handed goal. The Blue Ox step in with Carlson on left wing, and he's offside. That'll take care of another 5 seconds of the power play. McManus and Fleming on the blue line. Krieger and Peterson are back out. Oh, and Peterson goes down with the stick of Luca Perret in his stomach. There's no penalty call, and Peterson's back up and in the play. Puck is shot out of the zone. Gathered in by Swenson and shot off the stick of Perret and into the zone, but on to Fleming, who's able to shoot it out to center with just 8 seconds to go on Quarters' penalty. It's Carlson who steps in and takes a big hit. 1-0 Riverkings. Puck is shot out to center. Spolik shoots it in. Here's a shot that's paddle boarded away by Schutte. Puck's free. Spolik gets it back and drops it in along the back boards. Here's a shot wide from the point. That one fired in by Nick Mueller. And they dig along the boards. Right out in front of us, you get a good look there at Ryan Cobb. Turned back by Mattiash Kachirik. Stepping up with the puck, it's Colton Ryan. Ryan well covered, poke checked away by Fleming. And Raymond gets it loose in the corner. Hatfield spills to the ice. He's out there along with Kachirik and Mance. I don't think the third line has had a chance to reach the ice yet, just because of the special teams early on. Mance onto the stick of Kachirik. Matiash on right wing with Mance trailing. Matiash comes to the middle and fires one that Gruen goes down into the butterfly and makes the save on. 16:29 to go in the first period, and now here comes the third line that will include Jesse Edwards at center, Curry and Young on the wings. And Edwards in there battling for the draw that's won by the Blue Ox, but Curry on the forecheck is able to keep Minnesota pinned in their own end. Backhanded out to the point. Gibbs will drop it off for Krause. They drop it in. Krause will chase it in, but DeLotte will get there first for the Riverkings. Now the Blue Ox get control of the puck and turn back in the corner where it's a four-man battle going on down there. Art will get you right into the corner along with those hockey players. And finally we get a whistle that will produce a face-off to the right of Eric Schutte. Eric has made 2 saves here in the opening 4 minutes of the first period. Now they're going to bring the face-off out to center ice, and you'll get a great look at Quarters against Krause. Onto the stick of McManus. Off the stick of Mavrogiannis and all the way down. Peterson loses an edge. McManus holds it at the point, but only momentarily. It's Fleming who will chase after the icing. We'll get a face-off deep in the Blue Ox end. For much of this season, the Minnesota Blue Ox held down second place in the Western Division, but the Riverkings won a series here late, swept the series, and were able to overtake the Blue Ox, and that's why this playoff series and a berth for the national tournament is being played here at the Rec Center. Tough angle shot, Mavrogiannis after the rebound, after the initial shot. Gruen made the save. Peterson holds the zone. It's Mavrogiannis who's digging away for the Blue Ox. Chip it ahead, but Quarters holds it in. Now Mavrogiannis moves with the puck. He had Quarters in the front, but Swenson breaks it up. You're watching River King hockey on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. And Gruen makes a save, and then Swenson shovels him the puck to cover up and force a face-off. Hatfield steps in to take the draw. He's facing off against Philip Shader. Puck shot through. Now turning with the puck, Kachirik. And that one goes, I don't know if that hit someone or it just went wide. Matiash gets it back. He centers it for Mance. It goes through to DeLotte. And DeLotte's wrister hit the back of Mance's leg. Now in behind the goal, they tried to get it to Hatfield, but that was returned to Kachirik. Matiash Kachirik, the Czech Republic native, doing the hard work below the goal line. DeLotte into the glove hand of Gruen. That one was going wide, but Gruen gloved it down, and we'll get a face-off to his left.
Fans, be sure to get your 50-50 raffle tickets.
Dylan Nurse, Al McPhee, and Cole Krieger come out. I think this is their first shift together. They got some specialty time. Krieger was in on the penalty kill and got an assist on the shorthanded goal. McManus's shot hits a man in front and goes just wide. Big collision just past the River Kings bench. Controlling the puck, Bailey Emery. That one hit someone in front, slowed down, and went to the corner. Emery's after it. McManus is after him, and he nails him to the boards. And now a penalty coming up. I don't think it was that first hit by McManus. I think it was the second hit by Krieger. And for the second time tonight, the Riverkings will play short-handed. It worked out okay the first time. They got a short-handed goal, but that is the exception, of course, rather than the rule. Cole Krieger, the Lafayette, Colorado native, heads to the penalty box.
Number 12, Cole Krieger. 2 minutes for interference. 2 minutes interference for Wisconsin Rapids, number 12. Time of the penalty, 6:09. The result is a Minnesota power play.
Marty Quarters wants an explanation about that penalty call. I don't think he is altogether pleased about it, but he'll send out a dependable penalty kill of Delott and Gatos on the defense, and Quarters and Peterson up front. Shader looking for some space. None there because Delott steps out on him. Through traffic, deflected wide. The puck is on Gatos' stick. They dig away at it, and the Blue Hawks hold the zone. Shader moves it to right point, and Mueller down along the goal line to Krause. There's a backhander in front and a shot save. I believe that hit the right shoulder. The right shoulder of Schutte on a close-in attempt. Puck comes free to the front and off of Schutte, 2 quarters, and he'll clear it down with 1:20 for the power play. 2 early penalties against the Riverkings on home ice in this playoff opener against the Blue Hawks. Puck's going to come all the way out to center. Mueller back to get it with 1 minute for the power play of the Minnesota Blue Hawks, coached by Joe Witta. Now chipped off the stick of Shader and in. Orlando Schurz. Now Kacherik and Mance are out at the forwards. McManus and Fleming. That one moved in front but cleared away. Kacherik's out. Matiash has Mance coming with him for Mance in front, and it just didn't quite click. That was very close to being a great scoring chance for Ryan Mance, and the second short-handed goal of the night for the Riverkings. Schurz skates out. He comes into the zone against Gatos. Spins back. Swenson's got some room. Down goes Delott to block it. Now Mance will be first to the puck. Here comes Mance and Peterson. 2-on-1. Mance holds, tries to drag it to the middle, and it's taken away on a nice defensive play. Here we're back to even strength. Schutte makes the save. Rebound. Oh, just shot wide. Just shot wide by Swenson. He had an open net. And it remains 1-0 Riverkings. Quarters will get it first in the near corner. Has a man driving to the front in Mavrogiannis, who will now come to the corner to help him out. They've battled for it along the boards. Turning away with the puck, Carlson shoots it all the way around, but not out. That hit our referee, Cody Nelson. Stepping in, it's Fleming, Raymond Fleming, the defenseman, drives right wing, tries to center it. It comes out to Edwards on the backhand. He loses the puck to Weiland. Here's Spolik with a big shot. That one's high and over the net. Now stepping up to take the puck away, Mavrogiannis drives in with Peterson. He tried to drag it around Cobb, but he could not. Down goes Spolik at center ice. They're skating out there now, fans, and we've got some entertaining hockey. Puck is shot out of play. 10:43 to go. First period. It's a Riverkings short-handed goal. Here is Marty Quarters. What a job he's done in building this Riverkings program. And he's got them on the edge of a second consecutive national tournament berth. They win this series, a best 2 out of 3. They will be headed back to Boston for a second consecutive year, and you will see all the action right here on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Jesse Edwards in to take the draw. They're going to kick out Ryan, so Spolik will step in to take the draw. Shot around by Gatos and out to center. Shot right back in, but the play would be offside, so Schutte has time to easily direct it away. Here comes Curry. He'll shoot it all the way down for Gruen to play. He shoots it for Weiland, but past him. And chasing is Brett Delott. Now Gatos with his head up through center. Chipped in by Curry. All the way down on Gruen. He'll cover up. We want to remind you to watch for our Riverkings Hockey Monthly program. Our magazine program airs Wednesdays and Fridays on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. The latest program features a visit to the Fillmore Billet home, a locker room visit with 5. There's a blast by Fleming. Gruen makes the save. Features a visit with 5 of the Riverkings in the locker room, and an up-close look at the Zamboni. There's Cole Krieger. Dylan Nurse chases the puck to the far boards. It's chipped out to the blue line, but Fleming holds it in. He kind of whiffed on it, though, and that allows the Blue Ox to move out momentarily. Riverkings are offside. Now the puck off the draw, won by the Riverkings, but right onto the stick of Gibbs. That's our location high at center ice that you were looking down upon. Gruen plays it away from McPhee. Now Nurse steps in. He gets control of the puck. Dylan Nurse battling through traffic. Krieger had it momentarily, but now it's Schurz stepping away to Swenson. Swenson takes a hit from McManus. That breaks up the rush. And the Riverkings get control of it with Raymond Fleming. Krieger has McPhee ahead. McPhee, though, has it intercepted by Kraus and turned back. All the way around it goes and into the Blue Ox end. Lead pass ahead. They try to find Schurz in the middle. Here he comes, but a nice job by both Delott and Gatos to get that puck off of his stick and not allow a shot on goal. Now getting it back, they move it to the front. There's the puck right in front, but a beautiful job by Delott, not allowing any space there for Ciolik to get off a shot. Now Mance backhands it along. Out come the Blue Ox with Schurz. He heads cross ice with it to Perrette. Perrette dogged by Gatos and behind the goal line. Mance comes free. He'll be able to shoot it out, but past Kacherik. Mattias Kacherik will be one of the players that you'll meet on the February edition of Riverkings Hockey. Got a chance to talk with him and Xander Mavrogiannis, as well as Messrs. McManus and Fleming and Eric Schutte. They'll all join us in the locker room for a conversation. Again, check the WRCM listings for Wednesdays and Fridays. Moving in front, a backhander Mavrogiannis, and he had a loose rebound, but he couldn't poke it in. So it remains 1-0 Riverkings. Now Peterson, he moves it and shoots it off the pads, the leg pads of Gruen. Now turning the other way, a hit by Fleming, slows up the rush. The puck comes to Schutte, and he will cover up to his left. Shots on goal are dead even, 7 apiece. And the Riverkings lead at 1-0. Curry has a man ahead. That's Richard Young. He tried to find Edwards, Now Jesse chases it down. Curry's in to help. Curry turns with it and goes to Gatos through traffic, and it hit a man in front, I think Young, and deflected the other way. War has it. War for the Blue Ox. That shot off the skate of Gatos. War gets it back, but now it's Edwards with it. At the point, Swenson pulls it out. It's a delayed offside. This is off the stick of Young and all the way down. No icing here. The Blue Ox head out with it. Ryan checked by Krieger, stolen by McPhee. McPhee turns, wrists it. Oh, it hit the outside of the net. Just wide of the right post. Dylan Nurse, he's got it. He's got a man in front. Krieger, rebound, McPhee, save Gruen. Fleming at the point, backhands it into the near corner. Good flurry there by the Riverkings. They're really holding the Blue Ox in, and now Minnesota with the chance to break out here. Weiland's got a man breaking the front. He hangs on to it and shoots it himself. And Schutte makes the save.
The Riverkings, Tim Matthews Tire Center in Wisconsin Rapids and Clover. Saloons and spoons.
Number 4 is Dylan Nurse. He's one of the young men that stays in the Fillmore billet, along with Brett Delott. You'll meet them in the February magazine of Riverkings hockey as well. Number 2 there is Brooks Hatfield. He's a Tracy, California native. And he centers this line with Mance and Kachirik as the wingers. They dig away for it. Mance heads out. Off the boards. Kachirik tries to use those wheels to get there first. Hatfield knocks it down. And turning away with it is Kraus. Kachirik makes a move and has it poke checked free. Delott comes up with it though. Brett Delott, and the play's offside at the Blue Ox line. 12 teams will win playoff series this weekend and qualify for the national tournament. There's games primarily all across the upper Midwest as well as the Northeast and even down into the Mid-South where some outstanding teams play. Four minutes, 54 seconds. There's a great look at the bench of the Blue Ox. Their head man is Jay Witta, assisted by Jason Wood. And now Gibbs has gone for slashing, and the Riverkings get their first power play of the night. Quarters, Peterson, Mavrogiannis are out. Draws one by Quarters. McManus and Fleming are at the points. Tommy McManus moves it over to Ray Fleming. McManus steps in, moves it to Quarters. That shot off the stick of War. And the Riverkings regroup. Minute and a half for their power play. Open ice for Quarters. Here comes Austin. Drops it in. Mavrogiannis tries to get a handle on it, but he's turned back and it's chipped out. McManus drops it off for Quarters. This top line's been out for these first 50 seconds of the power play. They'll look for a change here pretty quickly. They're going to change defense right now, and he'll head for Gatos at the left point. Delott. Puck's loose. Comes right in the front. Peterson whacks at it once, twice. He shoots it over the net and out of play. And Adam would like that second shot over again. So Hatfield, Kachirik, and Mance will come out to finish off the 48 seconds on the power play. Hatfield. Now DeLotte at the point. Kachirik. DeLotte, a big blast. Hits one in front and redirected. 30 seconds for the power play. Gatos drops it in. Gruen cuts it off. Hatfield will take it for the Riverkings. Brooks Hatfield at the point to Gatos. Now it's Kachirik. 8 seconds for the power play. DeLotte with 4. Down low to Mance. It has Hatfield in front through the back door. Kachirik fanned on the pass. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey, but Hatfield's got it. And he whistles it wide. Fleming shoots it in. Gruen chips it out of play.
Aspirus has a passion for excellence and compassion.
And the scoreboard says that there were no shots on goal in that power play.
His best value in on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids.
Great look at the face-off between Shader and Edwards. Here's Young at the blue line. Shot it right off of Shader. McManus wrists it along, but that's picked up by Mueller, and he shoots it out. Edwards turns with it. Curry and Young with him. Edwards to right wing on his forehand. Curry's in front. Young after it, but Edwards still has it. There's a man in front, Young. Couldn't get it to the stick in time to get a shot off. Now quickly moving out War. War backhands one wide. Rebound is right at the post. Schutte covers up with the minute 55 to go. That man in goal there, Eric Schutte, the Olathe, Kansas native, has accepted an offer to play hockey at Concordia College next fall, which means Eric will continue his hockey career in the state of Wisconsin, and we are delighted to hear that news and to share that news with you. Mavrogiannis goes down. Puck comes out of the zone, and here's a loose puck that will be cleaned up by Carlson before Peterson can get there. Onto the stick of Perrette. Beautiful job by Gatos to break up the rush. Whoa, down goes Mavrogiannis at center. No penalty forthcoming. Lund turns back with it. Gatos onto the stick of Peterson. Taken away by the Blue Ox and chipped in by Perrette. Lund is able to hold the zone. 1 minute left in this opening period. Now there's a chance in front, and Perrette shot it high and off the back glass. Schutte is saved on a second attempt by Emery. Gatos battling Perrette. Pucks comes free to the Blue Ox. Lund off the point. Here's an open puck, and Gatos gets there just in the nick of time before Ryan is able to come up with it. Final 30 seconds of the first period. 1-0 River Kings. Blue Ox holding the puck in and keeping the pressure on. They tried to get it ahead to Peterson, but it's stolen back. Mueller steps in. Paddleboard save by Schutte. 13 seconds for the period. Peterson's got it for the River Kings. He'll shoot it out, and this one will be on goal. Nope, they'll let it go. They wave off the icing with 3. The period ends, and the River Kings will carry a 1-0 lead into the dressing room. They get an early shorthanded goal from Adam Peterson, and that came at the 1:21 mark of the first, and they carry it all the way through the period, and after 1, it's the River Kings 1 and the Blue Ox 0. We'll have the second period coming up after a short timeout on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. We await the second period. River Kings 1 and the Blue Ox 0. Shots on goal in that period favored the Blue Ox 10-8. They had a late flurry, but that man has turned them all aside. Eric Schutte. 10 saves in that first period. There's the Blue Ox bench. And to center ice for the start of period number 2. Draws control by Shader. He steps in on left wing. Drives all the way to the front and shot it off the chest of Schutte. Puck shot to the point where Lund is able to hold it in. Backhanded along onto the stick of Quarters. He tried to hit Peterson with a pass that was off of the near boards, but that one doesn't click. Adam Peterson scored the goal that gave the River Kings the lead 1 minute and 21 seconds into the first period. Held at the point by Flaherty. Now Swenson chases. Mavrogiannis after it. McManus at the blue line waits for his mates to get onside, and he shoots it in. Now the Blue Ox onto the stick of Kester, dropped it behind Shader. Swenson got the better of Quarters there. Shot out to center and Peterson. Kraus will backhand it along to Swenson. Peterson steals it. Kucherik's coming in the high slot. But a nice job on defense by Flaherty. But yet the Blue Ox finally able to move it outside of the zone. Delot steps up and moves it to Kucherik. Matiash makes a move. He's got room. He shoots. Save Gruen. Now Young hits Kraus at the blue line, allows Delot to get control of the puck. Mance will turn after it. Flaherty goes with him. Mance tried to move it to Young in front, could not. At the blue line, Fleming gets it and shoots it in. Mance at the far boards, fanned down the pass the first time, then gets it to Hatfield. Hatfield with Fleming calling for it at the point. Fleming through traffic. Young jumps out of the way and the shot goes wide. Out ahead they go for Gibbs, and a whistle stops play. And the face-off is going to come down. Nope, they're going to put it at center ice. So at center ice, Jesse Edwards steps in. Kristen Kraus is the man on the draw for the Blue Ox. Mueller in behind his own net. Schurz pitchforks it out. Fleming crosses to get the puck. Raymond along the near boards for Young. Young has it blatted down by Kraus, but the River Kings get it, and Young heads out. Young has got Curry on right wing. Back for Richard Young. Snaps one off. Save Gruen. Fleming now gets control of it for the River Kings. Fleming at the point. Fakes the shot. Gets some room. Wrists it off of Young. Fleming tries to hold the zone. Does. Curry pushes it in deep. And behind the goal, Mueller. Big collision there between McPhee and Gibbs. Schurz heads out with it. Schurz moves, looks for open ice, shoots it off of DeLotte. At center ice, McPhee lays a hit on, and that allows Edwards to come free. Jesse save Gruen, and a penalty, and a second call, I believe. I believe when Kristen turned and shot that puck off of DeLotte that the referee whistled down a second penalty. We'll sort this out in a moment. For one thing, we know that Kristen Kraus is gone. He's in the penalty box. Does he get 2 or does he get 4? Did he get the original penalty and the second penalty for shooting that puck off of DeLotte? Or will we get just 2 minutes? We'll see in a moment. 4 minutes. So Kraus gets the initial call, a trip, then a second call for unsportsmanlike conduct. Back-to-back power plays here for the River Kings, but able to move it out quickly and shoot it down the ice is Eric War. Quarters, centers, Mavrogiannis and Peterson. Points are manned by DeLotte and Gatos. Brett DeLotte through traffic. Quarters gets it on the near side. DeLotte again at that right point position. Peterson and Mavrogiannis are both in front. Now Peterson lost it. Adam tried to put it in front. It did not get there. Now Gatos out high. DeLotte moves it back to Gatos at the left point. Quarters right corner. Right now, the Blue Ox successfully keeping the River Kings to the outside. They've got that box set up, and the River Kings are just moving the puck around the outside of it. We're down to 2:50. Shot to score! Peterson gets his second goal of the night. Quarters will get one of the assists. No sooner said than done. They got the puck inside of the box, and Peterson rifled it home. 2-0 River Kings, and they still got 2 minutes of power play time remaining. For Adam Peterson, it's his second goal tonight. Mavrogiannis gets the second assist, so it's all 3 forwards on that top line that get points on the Peterson goal. But still 1:44 on the second power play. Hatfield out there between Mance and Kachurik. Blast, one-timer by Fleming, just outside of the right post next to Gruen. Fleming steps in. Big one-timer wide. Nance at the far boards. Kachurik. No. Fleming, a one-timer right off of one of the Blue Ox. Siolik took that one off the leg. Minute 7 to go, man. It's a big save by Gruen. So a beautiful backdoor play to Mance, and Gruen was just that much better. He only had to be a little bit better than the execution of the River King play, and he was. 47 seconds. Mance has it. Has a man in front. Kachurik. Puck's loose. 40 seconds. Mance takes a hit but stays on his skates. McManus walks in. Wrister. Rebound. Kachurik. Save Gruen. At the point, McManus moves it past Kachurik to Quarters, and they move it out with 23 seconds to go on the power play. 2-0 River Kings, both goals off the stick of Adam Peterson tonight. And he's back out there for the final part of this power play. McManus will shoot it in. Quarters will hold at the far boards. Penalties over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 13:16 to go. There's some fresh troops heading out onto the ice for the River Kings. Good look at Coach Quarters, assistant coach Wayne Brown. Where's that puck? It's cleared away from the front by Carlson. Gatos was able to step in, but he shot it right off of Shader. Back in that far corner at the point, it's Delott to the near corner. Shot off the stick of Shader and down. It's Delott there first. He takes a big hit from Shader. And now it's Gatos that takes care of Shader. Richard Young steals it away. Gatos, the defenseman, moves down the right side. Had it poke checked away. Puck pops up into the air. Kester behind him. And we have an icing call. Art Napgezek is our videographer and producer. He's the man that gets you all those great replays from the goal cams, including both Peterson goals here tonight. So Jacob Gatos heads to the penalty box at the 7:41 mark of the second period. 2-0 for the River Kings. Gatos gets the gate for a roughing. So it'll be the third power play of the night for the Blue Ox. They are 0 for 2. River Kings, meanwhile, are 1 for 3 themselves. So Cody Nelson has a conversation with Jay Witta about that, about something. He's not upset about the penalty call because he's on the power play. Peterson and Quarters. Forwards, McManus and Fleming, the defenseman. Shot wide. That one off of the stick of Shader, and it allows Quarters to send it all the way down, and then Austin takes a big hit. Moving with the puck, Mueller. Into the zone they come. Quarters disrupts the rush. Shader moves in, tried to get Kester to the right of Schutte, but that one doesn't click. Peterson is able to move it out of the zone. Adam moves it out. Now Schurz is turned back by Fleming. Far side Shader. Fleming there first. He'll shoot it around to McManus, who's got room to fire it all the way down. Peterson comes up with it. Makes a move. Oh, and here's DeLotte stepping on the ice and getting the puck. McManus is back to clean up for the Riverkings. Remember, they're on the penalty kill here. 35 seconds left on that penalty kill. And they're doing a great job. The penalty kill has been one of the strengths of the Riverkings all year long. McManus with plenty of room all the way down past the goal line with 15 seconds for the power play. 2-0 Riverkings as we near the midway point of the second period. Kraus tried to split a couple of defenders, but McManus would have none of it. Moving with it, Kraus. He got room to get a shot off, but Schutte was able to make the save with the glove hand. Shots on goal are 15-12 Riverkings, which means they have outshot the Blue Ox 7-2 in this second period. They'll toss Hatfield, and Kacharik will take the draw. He wins it, but the Blue Ox hold it at the point. Now it's Kacharik. Kacharik moves in, drops it for Mance. Mance put it through the high crease to the near boards. Gatos takes a hit from Ryan. Taken away by Hatfield. He centered it. Nobody there. Now Mance. Mance has Hatfield with him. Turns. Deflected off the stick, I think, of Hatfield before it ever got to Cobb. And shot all the way down. No icing here, and that'll force DeLotte to play it. Gatos all the way for McPhee, who chips it down. No icing again coming this direction. McPhee picks it up, shoots just wide. Nurse in after it. Now it's Krieger taking a hit and giving a hit. One of the Blue Ox down. No penalty call forthcoming. DeLotte just spills one of the Blue Ox to the ice. The hitting is coming fast and furious here. Centered, picking up the puck, a shot through traffic. I think it went off the back boards. That was a screen shot. Krieger turns back. He heads down left wing. Looks for help. Goes for Nurse. Past him to the far boards. McPhee wanted to one-time that, and he didn't get as much of it as he'd like. 8:35 for the second period. Lund shoots it into the glove hand of Schutte. He'll drop it for Fleming. Now Nurse. Carlson intercepts at center, steps in, takes a hit from McManus. Where's that puck? McManus got it out to center. Past Lund into the near boards. This is Schurz, dogged in his own end by Curry. McManus, he'll let a big blast go that Gruen will catch and hold on to.
Harris Bank with branches in Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point, and Woolward. Superlube is located on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Keep your car running right with regular visits to Superlube.
2-0 Riverkings as you take a look at their bench. Shot through traffic. Gruen's got to make a save on Richard Young. That should be shot on goal number 20 of the night for the Riverkings. The Minnesota Moose with a resounding win over the Minnesota Mullets last night in the other playoff series of the West Division. So the Moose will take a 1-0 lead into game 2 tonight. Richard Young trying to get it ahead to Curry. He does. Driving the net. Edwards. Now Edwards is able to come up with it. Hartley will step down as He's out there on defense. McCauley's also playing defense. Delayed penalty against the Blue Ox. Schutte races for the bench, but by the time he gets there, we have a penalty coming up against the Minnesota Blue Ox. And for the fourth time tonight, the Riverkings will head to the man advantage. Kester, Kyle Kester gets the gate for boarding. So Quarters, Mavrogiannis, and Peterson up front. Fleming and McManus at the points on the power play. 7:19 to go, second period. Peterson. Now Fleming. Through traffic, rebound! Backhander, Peterson, another backhander, and somehow it doesn't go in. I don't know how. Fleming, Peterson in front. Stationed right in front of Gruen. They're looking to get it there where he can get a stick on it. He's after it, he backhands it, and Gruen makes the save as Peterson, remember, has both goals in the hockey game, so if he can net another, it will be a hat trick for Adam. A minute 32 for the power play, and already the Riverkings have had 2 shots on goal. McManus stepping in, lets it go wide. Peterson will be able to hold the zone here. McManus, past him. There's room down the wing for Emery. Fleming comes across. Man loses a stick. That's, I believe, McManus that, no, Emery lost his stick. I'm sorry, Emery. Mavrogiannis. The Riverkings will get it set up with 50 seconds for the power play. And this unit's been out there, this forward unit's been out there the whole time. One defenseman has changed, that's Delot at right wing. Through traffic, puck's free in front. Mavrogiannis battles for it. But it comes behind the net with 30 seconds to go in the power play. Delot, he sends it for the front and it hit someone and just went wide. 20 seconds for the power play. And Peterson now. Peterson spins, goes to Delot. Brett lets it, fires. And Gruen makes another save. "13 seconds for the power play. 5:32 for the second period. 2-0 Riverkings. Quick clear for the Blue Ox that'll pretty well take care of the power play. Just 5 seconds now before we'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. Turning back with it, Kester, 1-on-3. Kachurik broke it up. He tried to move it ahead to Mance. Ryan got Hatfield coming with him. Mance to Hatfield, shot it wide. Around the wraparound by Hatfield. Gruen got to the post. And now another penalty call. Who's this one against? It comes with exactly 5 minutes to go in the second period. And the gate is open again to the Blue Ox penalty box. Riverkings are 1 for 4 on the power play, and they're going to go back.
2 minutes for interference. 2 minutes interference to Minnesota number 17. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes.
So it'll be Colton Ryan that gets the gate. Delot lets a big shot go from the high point, and or high center point, and it's a save. Shader was able to move it out and all the way down. A minute 40 ahead of Gatos so that Carlson can get there. Mance will move it for DeLotte at right point. Back to the playmaker, Mance. Minute 15 for the power play. Gatos, DeLotte, and he shot one through the box into the near corner. Gatos has some room, moves it down to Kacharik, couldn't quite handle the pass. Kacharik goes to the ice as he moves it to Mance. 50 seconds for the power play. It's DeLotte. DeLotte moves it from his skate to his stick. 45 seconds. Mance holds, looks, tried to feed it across to DeLotte coming in the back door. 38 seconds for the power play. Riverkings have really dominated the period. 16 shots on goal to 3. It's 2-0 Riverkings. McManus sends it in with 20 seconds. Picked up by Quarters. Quarters digs it out. 15 seconds to Fleming. Raymond, wrist shot through traffic. Rebound. Peterson goes for it. It's loose to Quarters with 7. 5 seconds now, and Fleming holds it through traffic and off the skate of Swenson. So the Riverkings now are 1 for 5. Perrette moves in. Perrette, wrister, and Schutte snares it out of the air. 2 minutes, 52 seconds to go in this second period. And it's the Riverkings on top 2-0. McManus, not past Carlson, he holds the zone. Stick is loose on the ice, and now we've got a whistle. I believe that this will be another penalty against the Blue Ox, as Bailey Emery had the stick knocked out of his hands. He then went back after and quite frankly tackled the River King who had knocked that stick out. And he gets a really a silly penalty. It's the kind of retaliatory penalty that can really hurt your hockey team. Folks, we're at 2:39 to go in the second, and the Riverkings are up 2-0. They're headed to the power play for the 6th time tonight. And if they should be able to net a power play goal here, it's a huge difference between 2-0 after 2 and 3-0. Marty Quarters is very interested in knowing what referee Cody Nelson is telling Austin Quarters here at center ice. I think it's just going to be the one penalty call. The gate is not open to the Riverkings box, so I don't think that we'll have a second penalty. No, it will. They're going to send McManus. So that's why the discussion was going on. They're going to match him up. Nope, now McManus is out and they send Curry in. Zach Curry will serve 2 minutes. So they're going to match him up and will, I think, play 5-on-5 hockey. But you're in one of those sections of the hockey game where, again, if the Blue Ox were to get a late score to make it 2-1, entirely different hockey game than starting the third period up 2-0. So are they going to? They're still trying to sort out who belongs in the box, and it's Tommy McManus that will go.
2 minutes for roughing.
McManus goes for roughing.
Number 20, Minnesota penalty.
Emery's call is roughing as well. So those were the 2 men involved in the stick incident, and they're both gone. So there's 4 men on the ice for each team. 4-on-4 hockey, lots of open ice here. Let's see if that leads to some scoring opportunities. 1:40 on the penalties, 2:18 for the second period, 2-0 Riverkings. Eric War turns back. Peterson's in on the forecheck with Quarters. This one will go to Gatos. DeLotte's pass is off of Lund, allows Quarters to backhand it in. Now turning back with it, it's War. He comes in on left wing. DeLotte right there with him. Pins him in the corner. 1:06 to go as Peterson heads out. He'll move past one man. Quarters moves to the front. Peterson for Quarters, but the puck is free at the side of the net, and we get whistles. The goal light is on. Fans, they've now turned the goal light off. I believe the referee has waved it off. No goal. The light was on. And that's what the discussion is between Coach Quarters and Cody Nelson, but no goal. No goal. 56 seconds on the penalties. 1:35 for the period. Kachurik goes after it. Fleming steps in off the point. Raymond with all kinds of room and Mance in front. He wants to find Ryan Mance, but Mueller will have none of that. Now Fleming gets away, tried to center it. It was broken up very nicely by Nick Mueller. Out ahead it goes. No icing here. Kachurik overskates. Centering pass. Oh, and Kester fanned on it. Kester stepping into the high slot, fanned on it. He turns back with it, moves to his forehand. Schutte is able to make the save with 52.8. And now a little dust up in front of the goal. That's Kyle McCauley saying hello to one of the members of the Blue Ox. I think that's Ciolik. And Kachurik skates over to the bench with Chris Ciolik. 52-8 for the period, 14 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Krieger moves it out, but it's quickly sent right back in. Mance has it. Gatos for Hatfield. Play is now offside, turning back the Blue Ox. Weiland tried to drop it off, and Krieger ended up with it. 20 seconds to go. Second period, 2-0 Riverkings. Battle is on. Gatos. Now Hatfield and after it. He'll shoot it out off the boards to between the circles, and Krieger. Mance takes a hit from Mueller. 4 seconds to go as DeLotte shoots it in, but the period will end. The Riverkings outshoot the Blue Ox in the period 17-5, outscore the Blue Ox 1-0, and on the strength of 2 Adam Peterson goals, lead it 2-0. We'll take a break and be back with that all-important third period. The Riverkings on top of the Blue Ox, 2-0 on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Here we go with the third period. 2-0 Riverkings, shot by Mavrogiannis is turned aside by Gruen. Peterson getting both Riverking goals. Kester gets it on his stick. Gatos with him. Tries to hit the trailer. Shader! Quarters drove him into the net. And the net off of its moorings. along with our producer and videographer, Art Napgezek. I am Milt Van Atta. I'm happy to be calling the play for you tonight here from the Southwood County Rec Center. 2-0 Riverkings. They center it out in front. That one was for Shader, but it's turned back by the Riverkings. Kacherik, Mance has some room. He shoots it in Gruen, makes the save. The level of play has been very high in this hockey game. Two of the top teams in the Western Division of the Midwest portion of the United States Premier Hockey League. Mateusz Kacherik. Mance tried to get that puck free, can't quite do it. Kacherik is still battling. Shot cross ice. And a minute into the third period, the Riverkings hold that 2-0 lead. Schurz stepped in, but it's quickly turned back by the Riverkings and then back by the Blue Ox. Now Kacherik picks it up along the boards. He goes in 1-on-2 and is ridden off the puck by Eric Swenson, but he's right back after it. Kraus tries to move out. Hatfield doesn't allow that initially, but now Gibbs moves ahead. Kraus shot it high over the net. Now it's Curry with Young coming on right wing. Richard Young steps to the inside. Nice job there by Cobb and Mueller to take care of the Young rush up the ice. It really goes without saying that the next goal, if there is a next goal in the hockey game, is just huge. The difference between a 3-0 game and a 2-1 game. So the Riverkings with a little more freedom in this 2-0 hockey game. Perrette turns with it and slams it in on Schutte. Eric down in the butterfly to make the save.
The winning number coming up very soon this period. The Wisconsin Rapids Convention and Visitors Bureau wants you to know about all the great things going on in your community. Find out by going to visit wisrapids.com.
Carlson shoots it around the boards to the near glass, where McPhee tries to get out with it, and Krieger gets the puck to Nurse, and he shot it out of play. Blue Ox win the draw. Lund backhands it around. Carlson shoots it in. Perrette turned it back. And now skating with it is McManus. Boy, they just are battling for that puck. A lot of play in the, ooh, Schutte has to make a save, and then the puck pops up in the air after he made the save on Emery's initial shot. That quickly turned into a shot. It looked like kind of a harmless play. And in fact, I was just going to say there's so much play between the blue lines and center ice that neither team is really getting through center and getting a good chance in the offensive zone. And then quickly the puck was on Emery's stick, and he needed to, Schutte being he, needed to make a save.
With a white ticket, number 533-2483. 533-2483. If that's your number, congratulations.
Weiland picks it up. He's turned back by Delott.
Thank you to each of you for playing 50-50.
This is the kind of neutral ice play, battling for the puck, that has characterized. Peterson takes a hit. Puck's offside, and we'll have a neutral ice face-off at the 4-minute mark of the third and final period. But of course, if we have a tie hockey game, as the second game against Ironwood was in the first round of the playoffs, we'll play sudden death hockey for just as long as it takes to get a winner. Hatley. Again, just look at the play, clogged up at center ice. Hatley fanned on it, and the puck came to the left of Schutte, but nothing came of it for the Blue Ox. Kachurik looks for Mance. Ryan will get there first. He'll leave it behind him for Hatfield. Picked up by Minnesota. Turn back, but now regather. Oh, down goes number 17, Colton Ryan, and a penalty's coming up against the Riverkings. So for the fifth time tonight, the Blue Ox will go to the power play. Brooks hat. Oh! We've got a second call here. The linesman has called Spolik to the penalty box, and it's rare circumstances that a linesman makes a call, but and the linesman Shakti just looked right at Spolik and said, "Do you want another one?" So he has gotten an unsportsmanlike call. Yep, exactly the call. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. And Spolik, oh my goodness. Spolik has been tossed from the hockey game. 10-minute misconduct. He just talked too much. He was warned that if he didn't stop it, he would get a more severe penalty, and he has been given a 10-minute misconduct. His coach is very upset. He looked right at him and told him to be quiet and to sit down, but it was too late by that time. The second penalty had been called. So right now, it is a 5-on-4 penalty, so the Riverkings are short-handed because it's a 10-minute penalty against Spolik for misconduct. He'll just have to sit in the penalty box. Peterson turns back short-handed with 2 goals. He shoots it into Gruen's pads. And a minute 39 left on the Blue Ox power play. How big a power play is it? It's huge. They're down 2-0. They've got a man advantage. And if they're going to get back in the hockey game, this is a great opportunity to do it. But they've lost Spolik, who is a man in their regular rotation, for 10 minutes just for unsportsmanlike conduct for talking to an official in an inappropriate manner. Oh, that one sent in front. And Carlson plays it to, now. Krieger and Kachurik are the forwards. Here's Matiosh turning with it. Krieger comes with him. It's onside. Kachurik took a shot around Carlson that sticked aside by Gruen. Now Kachurik is hit in the corner. Remember, the Riverkings are short-handed here. And now just a minute 5 to go on the Blue Ox power play. There's a chance for Kachurik. He made the play. Now he's got the break. In he comes. He's dragged down. Will it be a penalty shot or a power play? Oh. You hear the bench of the Riverkings erupt. They thought it should have been a penalty shot. Kachurik, they thought, was in the clear and taken down. It should have been a penalty shot, they say, but it's a 2-minute penalty instead. that will lead to 4-on-4 hockey for 53 seconds, and then a subsequent Riverkings power play for a minute 7. Everything about that play by Mateusz Kaczmarek was beautiful. The defensive play he made as a penalty killer, and he's one of the very best forward penalty killers on this Riverkings team. And then he broke in for the offensive opportunity. Oh, they have called, yeah, they do get the penalty shot. Folks, we're going to get a penalty shot here. Kaczmarek is going to get to skate in alone on this penalty shot. So apparently the Riverkings get an opportunity to make a choice here, and they take the penalty shot. Kaczmarek will come in alone on Gruen. It's 2-0 Riverkings as Mateusz Kaczmarek moves in, and he shoots. Oh, and he lost control of the puck as he tried to move back to the forehand. So now no man advantage forthcoming. Oh, the penalty shot is the most exciting moment in hockey. Think of it, when you watch the flow of the play, there's nothing more exciting than a man breaking in alone. That's what the penalty shot is. Everybody leaves the ice. It's 1-on-1, skater and center, and that time Gruen was better than Kaczmarek. 53 seconds left on the power play for the Minnesota Blue Ox. 14:09 for the game. The Riverkings bench is making a ruckus, slapping the boards in support of the penalty killers, who have been fabulous. Each and every man who's been on the ice for the penalty kill has been fabulous. Kraus moves on through. Push to the near boards. Out to Shader and out of the zone. 30 seconds. 30 seconds for the power play. Shooting it to the far side where Gatos comes up with it. And Jacob shoots it all the way down. 20 seconds for the power play. Blue Ox and Kraus steps by Delot, moves into the high slot, still dragging the puck, steps in, lets one go. There's Schutte with the glove hand with 4 seconds left on the power play. Riverkings are just 4 seconds away from another successful penalty kill. They're up 2-0. 13:20 to go in this third period. And the puck is out of the zone, misplayed by the Blue Ox. Hatfield's back out. And we are at full strength. Fleming will step inside the red line and fire it in. All the way around to the far boards where Kaczmarek gets the puck and then gets hit to the ice. He checking for blood around the mouth area. McManus makes the play defensively. I think only briefly at one point did we have any defensemen other than those top two pair of Fleming and McManus, Gatos, and Delot on the ice. Those four guys, the whole defense corps, it's just been outstanding all throughout this campaign. Hartley and Colin Moore are the third defense pair. Now the puck into the Blue Ox end. Look at the hitting going on. Players on the ice all over the place. Penalty, delayed penalty here. Schutte's off, and this is a delayed penalty against the Blue Ox.
Mulligan's Irish Pub is located on West Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. Spectrum Insurance in Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point. Get the personal and business insurance with the
Weiland goes to the box, and I have to give credit now, folks. I want to to mention Jay Witta, the head coach of the Minnesota Blue Ox. His players have been upset and barking at the officials, and he has been consistent in this period telling them to be quiet and not to continue the argument. And I've got to give him credit for policing his team and not allowing them to continue to bark at the officials. And he's talked to them himself tonight at times earlier in the game, but here in the third he's really here's a shot from Fleming out high on the power play that Gruen makes the save on. But I've got to give him credit for how he's policing Spolik and Weiland in the penalty box right now. 1.5 minutes to go on this power play effort. Peterson with the 2 goals. Gruen the high save. Rebound, free corners. Can he get there? No. McManus batted it down, but it's out of the zone. Shader down the wing. A big hip check by McManus. McManus took him to the ice high in front. Schutte makes his best save of the night on Shader. They dig for the puck in behind Eric Schutte. All of this helpful, of course, to the Blue Ox, who are on the penalty kill. Mavrogiannis cross ice to quarters. Austin. Gruen down with the paddleboard. Now the puck comes right back in front from Peterson, and it's covered up by Gruen with 47 seconds to go on the power play. Riverkings 2-0. Shots are 30-20 Riverkings. Gatos, Manson behind the goal with 35 seconds for the power play. Now it's Kachirik. Mance looking for a play in the middle to Hatfield. DeLotte deflects off the glove. The puck's right there for Kachirik. And a beautiful play by Carlson to move Kachirik away from the puck. For Gatos, Jacob goes down. Puck's free. It's outside of the zone. And an offside, a hand pass call. 10 seconds for the power play. Hatfield wins the draw. Kachirik moves in, has it poke checked away. Oh, he's pulled down. There's no penalty call, but I can tell you from up here, folks, Chris Ciolik took a handful of Mattias Kachirik's jersey and he yanked him to the ice. It was right out in front of us. Center, Gato shoots it off of Emery. Emery drops it in and goes after it. He'll get there first, but he overskates it. Hatfield digs away. They still working behind Schutte in the Riverkings goal. Puck possession by Emery, now by Gatos. Backhanded out of the zone by Mance. Heads up for Fleming. He just drops it in. It'll go all the way down on goal. Gruen will cover up, and Jesse Edwards will take a seat. Thanks to the big defenseman, Eric Swenson. We have a 2-on-2 with War trying to move past McManus. Someone's glove is on the ice. Moore and McManus battle again. McManus checks him, and it allows the Riverkings to move the puck out of the zone. Kester is hit by Young. The backhander in front by Shader. He's shaking his hand. He thought he took a stick on the glove. Through Curry and down. And icing is the call.
More is your source for wedding, retirement, and promotional gifts. Awards and more on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Jimmy John's brings you Freaky Fast Subs. Jimmy John's in Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point. Toledo's Pizza, the Big Slice. Toledo's Pizza, Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point.
Shot all the way around. It's past Curry and all the way down. This will be icing again. No, they wave it off. The linesman waves it off. We play on. At center, play made by DeLotte to break up the rush of the Blue Ox. Gatos rides Colton Ryan into the boards. Oh, and nope, no penalty call there. Puck comes out and down the ice. Oh, big hit. Ryan on Krieger. The skating and the hitting has been at its best tonight in this third period. Now we move down to 7 minutes left in the hockey game. DeLotte back for the Riverkings. Intercepted. Gibbs moves it for sure. Is broken up. Both Krieger and DeLotte were there. Now it's DeLotte. Shot into the zone and onto the stick of Carlson. 6.5 minutes and the Riverkings up 2-0. Schurz has Kraus with him. Schurz has to dump it in because he's double teamed. Carlson lets one fly. That one got through all the way to the backboard. Somebody's lost a stick. It's Schurz of the Minnesota team. Carlson sends it in. Kraus has got it. Schurz is hit by Mavrogiannis, but the Blue Ox hold the zone. Kraus shoots it into the glove of Eric Schutte. Five minutes, 54 seconds to go. Third period. That puck came out of the zone. Now comes the whistle for offside. I think they're going to talk about this, where the face-off should be. The linesman whistled it for being offside. The puck came out of the blue line, over the blue line, out of the zone and into the neutral ice area. Shader has come off the bench to argue. Right now there's 6 men on the ice. No, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men. 6 men on the ice for the Blue Ox, and Shader is the 6th. He has come off of the bench to argue. Apparently the officials say that there was an an error there because the face-off is in the zone, and had it been an offside, the face-off would have been out at center ice. So that must have been here's a shot, a clean shot by Swenson. He had an alley, and Swenson with the shot on goal that Schutte makes the save on. They battle for it. Emery pushes it along. Tried to center it, but it does not get past Gatos. Oh, Mance took a huge hit and stayed on his skates. Ryan Mance is not a big kid. Not one of the biggest kids on the ice, but somehow that guy can get hit and stay on his skates. He's 5'11" and 175 pounds. And right now, he's telling Eric Swenson that you see him right there. Mance is 9, Swenson's 27. Ryan's saying, you got to bring more than that, big guy. You want to take me off my skates, you got to bring more than that. Swenson steps in on the right wing. Whoa, tried to stop and he falls to the ice. Kachurik out, tried to make a move past Flaherty, and he lost the puck. Stolen by Kachurik. Tried to get it to Curry, but it's intercepted by Kester. War, and this is an offside. Richard Young. Now Edwards. McManus steps into the play. Shot it off the stick of one of the Blue Ox. Richard Young digs after it as Curry goes to the front. One of the Blue Ox spills to the ice and their bench erupts with protestation. Past McManus. War moves it ahead to Shader. He's got Kester on right wing. Big blast, he scores! Kester has just scored to make it a 2-1 game with 4 minutes and 2 seconds to go. And we're going to have ourselves quite the finish tonight, aren't we? Kyle Kester has just scored to make it 2-1 Riverkings. Philip Shader will get one of the assists. Mavrogiannis steps into the zone.
By number 39, Kyle Kester. He was assisted by number 12, Philip Shader. Kester from Shader, time of the goal 15:58.
So here's a play, a chance, a shot by Mavrogiannis that gets deflected high and over the goal. Ryan steps in. Delott moves over to take him, and Quarters helps out. Shot out to center. On the move, Mavrogiannis. He's on his backhand. He goes down. Penalty call here. And that is a huge, huge, huge play, because this is a one-goal hockey game with 3:26 to go. And 2 minutes of that will be spent on the penalty kill for the Blue Ox, who have got to find a way to get a goal here. Shader is talking again. It's Lund who goes to the penalty box.
2 minutes for tripping to Minnesota, number 9. Time of the penalty, 16:34.
So 3:26 for the game. And the Riverkings to the power play with a 2-1 lead. The reason that I point out Shader is because a moment ago he came on the ice as the 6th skater on the ice to protest an offside call. He is an assistant captain, but why the cause of the team is not carried by Carlson, the captain, is what is a bit perplexing to me. All right, here comes the power play. Kachurik takes the draw. Delot fires it right into Carlson. Gatos holds the zone and shoots it off the glass. Past Gatos and all the way down. We will watch both the penalty time as well as the game clock. 2-1 Riverkings. Now Kachurik tried to move it to Hatfield. Kachurik snaps one over to Mance. Mance shoots. Oh, what a save by Gruen. How did he get across to make that save? Here's Mance moving in. Shot it off of Carlson. Minute 15 for the power play. 2:39 for the game. Or perhaps in a one-goal game it'd be better put for the third period. Delot, one-timer, Gato, save! Gruen, a big one with the left leg pad. And it's cleared out by Shader and all the way down. 50 seconds for the penalty. One would expect that after the power play, we'll look for Gruen to come out of the net and for the Blue Ox to add a 6th attacker. Fleming. Oh, he lost it. He lost it, and Ciolik has Emery going to the front. Emery's ahead. Oh, and he fanned on it. He was taken down. We have a broken stick on the ice. Here come the Riverkings back with quarters for Peterson. Peterson shot it off of the stick of the defenseman Ciolik. Now Quarters walks in, past one man, shoots, and it deflected off of Gruen and out of play. 10 seconds for the power play. A minute 37 for the game. Shader again has come onto the ice to argue with the referee. He's an assistant captain and he's coming onto the ice when right off the bench to argue. And I just don't recall seeing that before. Folks, I just why he's allowed to skate off the bench, come out and argue, and then go back to the bench without consequences is surprising to me. I know the captains are allowed to talk to the officials, but Carlson wears the C. He's number 8. He's on the ice. Why is Shader coming off the bench to talk to the officials and in jaw about the calls here? There's been some type of call. Cody Nelson is talking to the scorer's bench. There's a minute 37 left in the hockey game. 10 seconds left on the power play. Carlson is unhappy. No, it's Peterson that has gone.
Wisconsin Rapids penalty to number 28, Adam Peterson.
So
2 minutes for embellishment. 2 minutes for embellishment to Wisconsin Rapids number 28.
Peterson has been put in the box for embellishment. So Ciolik is called for slashing. Peterson is called for embellishment, which means he overacted in an effort to draw the penalty. So they just match up. And so there's no manpower advantage going on. You see number 25, Chris Ciolik, jawing with Peterson. You got the two guys in the penalty boxes jawing. What it all amounts to is there's 10 seconds of River King power play. And then there'll be a minute and 27 seconds left in the 2-1 third period. And they continue to jaw. Peterson and Ciolik continue to jaw from penalty box to penalty box. Adam Peterson has both River King goals tonight. And Austin Quarters is saying, look, Adam, it's not worth it. We got a chance to win a hockey game and get one game away from the national tournament. We're ahead with a minute and a half to go. Just sit down. Head coach Marty Quarters has already told him to do that. And he still wants to talk. He still wants to talk with the referee Cody Nelson about why it was embellishment. And now that's Marty Quarters who's talking to Nelson about all of this. I still think what we're going to end up with, we can take a look down here too, Art. Both teams are huddled around their coaches. Where's what we expect, fans? If the Blue Ox are successful in killing off the 10 seconds of the penalty, then we'll have a minute and a half to go. And when they get possession of the puck and move it out of their own end, Gruen will leave the net. They'll leave their net empty, and they'll go 6 skaters against 5 with an empty net to try to tie the hockey game. It should be wonderful theater, if nothing else. Hatfield, Kacharik, Mance, Delat, Gatos. Those are the 5 skaters. Gruen's in net, Mueller, Shader, War, and Swenson for the Minnesota Blue Ox. Draw to the near boards. Swenson all the way around to Shader, but Kacharik beats him to the puck. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Mueller's after it. Kacharik's in though, and he doesn't allow him to move out with the puck, and he's using up valuable time here. Kacharik looking to get it to Hatfield or Mance in front. Kester's got it, and Shader skates out with it. Here comes Gruen to the bench. Shooty down to make a save. 1:06 to go. Gruen has come to the bench. The net to our right is empty. It's 2-1 River Kings. Face-off is in the River King end. Quarters wins the draw. Gatos shoots it around. Puck's free. Quarters moves it to center. Final minute of the third. River Kings up 1. Gatos hits Shader. Around here for Kacharik. Madiash gets it to Mavrogiannis. Puck is free. Emery lost it to Quarters. Emery skates with 40 seconds to go. Onto the stick of Gatos. Jacob high off the glass, but Emery leaps to hold it in, and then Gatos sends it out to center. Swenson with 30 seconds shoots it for Shooty, who gloves it down. 27.3 seconds to go. River Kings 2-1. Off the draw, Krieger shoots it out. 20 seconds left. Fleming shoots it out of the zone to center with 16 seconds to go. Swenson with 13, shoots it in. Shooty's got to fight it off, and it's cleared out and all the way down. This will be icing with 6 seconds to go. Oh man, that was a rising shot that Eric Shooty had to fight off with the crest of his sweater. Might have been knuckling on him a bit, I'm not sure. 5.5 seconds to go. A face-off win by Quarters, and it's effectively over. Quarters wins it to the boards. Kester to the point. Swenson through traffic. Shot. Save! Game over. The River Kings win it 2-1. Eric Schutte pitches the shutout, making 25 saves in the hockey game. And the River Kings win the first game of the series, go up 1-0. And Shader continues to jaw with Cody Nelson. Now they're shaking hands, but Shader's protesting with a smile on his face. Well, you've got to get ready for tomorrow night if you're the Blue Hawks. For the River Kings, they win it 2-1 on a pair of goals by Adam Peterson, outshooting the Blue Hawks 32-25. Let's stick around for the River Kings salute to their fans and the 3 stars of the hockey game, 2 of which will be Adam Peterson and Eric Schutte. We'll see who the 3rd star is. Austin Quarters rightly is the 3rd. So Austin Quarters is the 3rd star of the hockey game.
Our 2nd star player of the game with the pads, number 31,
Eric Schutte with the 25 save shutout is the 2nd star of the game. And with 2 goals tonight, Adam Peterson is the number 1 star of the hockey game. Well, the River Kings are up 1-0 in the series, and they will try to clinch a berth to the national tournament tomorrow night in Game 2. For Art Napgezek, this is Milt Van Natta. Thank you for joining us for River King Hockey on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.